Hey, good morning, everybody. Today is March 31st, 2016, the last day of the first quarter. My name is Cliff Backus, and this is your PushButtonStockTrading.com daily video market review. Much of what we do at Push Button Stock Trading is based in part or in full on William O'Neill's classic book, How to Make Money in Stocks. O'Neill utilizes the acronym CANSLIM to identify the important elements of what he's looking for in a trade. The L in CANSLIM stands for leader or laggard. It's important that we identify where the leadership in the market is. To that end, we use HGSI, High Growth Stock Investors, Spectrum Analyzer to identify market leadership on a daily basis. So let's get started with that. Yesterday, of the top 100 most powerful stocks in the most powerful industry groups, 11 came from the semiconductor devices group, 5 from restaurants, 5 from medical devices, 5 from airlines, and rounding out the top 5, we had 4 semiconductor manufacturers, 4 mass merchants, and 4 cruise line stocks. We've been seeing a lot of semiconductor devices recently. We've also been seeing a lot of restaurants, medical devices, airlines, and recently we've also seen some semiconductor manufacturers. These may be good places to look for leadership in this market. Let's start today by taking a look at the NASDAQ Composite. Yesterday, the composite was up 22.67 points, or just under 0.5%. We closed at 48.69 and we acted textbook. We gapped higher, came up, tested resistance right here in the 4900 area and failed. Then we came back, we tested support at the 200-day moving average and we held there. Trading volume yesterday was a shade lower than the prior day and well below average. For you followers of William O'Neill, the NASDAQ Composite is in a confirmed uptrend, has been since February 18th. We have 3 distribution days on the NASDAQ. That's a reasonable distribution count for this late in a confirmed uptrend. Right now, the NASDAQ appears to be bracketed by support at this trend line. This trend line goes all the way back to the beginning of the bull market back in 2009. And resistance up here in the 4900 area. We should get support at the 200-day moving average as well. Hopefully we can continue to hold that area and eventually break out at 4900. Let's see what the S&P 500 is up to. But before we do that, the M in the CANSLIM acronym stands for market, and to my way of thinking is the most important element. So let's take a quick look at the market. Markets continued higher with lower trading volume yesterday. Stocks charged higher at the open yesterday, but spent the rest of the session easing gains. Bulls would have preferred a stronger session following Tuesday's gains. Volume remains weak and below average. That noted, our market timing model remains on a buy signal. A buy signal indicates that both aggressive and conservative traders can buy, but we shouldn't be increasing margin at this point. While yesterday's activity was bullish, our universal watch list continues to be a concern with only 31 names. In a healthy market, we generally have between 50 and 90 stocks on the universal watch list. Advancing issues top decliners by better than 3 to 2 yesterday. The New York Stock Exchange advanced decline line continues to look bullish. New highs also swamped new lows. Our overbought oversold indicator is showing a moderately overbought condition in the market. Keep in mind, a moderately overbought market can become severely overbought. The most powerful bull market moves come in overbought markets. In another bullish development, according to our Ramosi ratio, small capitalization stocks edged large again yesterday, but large caps continue to outperform on a 10-day moving average basis. Small caps typically outperform in bull markets. The market remains more bullish than bearish. Traders can continue to take advantage of any weakness that develops in the market to tweak their portfolios. That noted, be careful and as always, keep your stops in place. Okay, Yesterday, the S&P 500 was up 8.94 points, or 0.44%. We closed at 2063.95. Trading volume was well below average and well below the prior day. We are in a confirmed uptrend on the S&P. We have only one distribution day, which is very reasonable for this point in a bull market. Right now, the S&P is bracketed by support down here in the 2044 area and resistance up here in the 2116 range. Our market timing model is on a buy signal. A buy signal, as we noted earlier, indicates that both aggressive and conservative traders can buy, but we shouldn't be increasing margin at this point. I have a couple stocks I want to take a quick look at before we go. First stock I want to take a look at is Facebook. Facebook provides a social networking platform enabling members to stay connected with friends and family via Facebook.com. I think we all know what Facebook does. Facebook's working on this first stage base on base formation. Notice we had this first stage base. We broke out, failed, broke out again, and right now we're working on what could be an ugly cup-shaped base or an ugly consolidation base with a pivot point in the 117.59 area. Facebook gets a 76% checklist rating. Maybe we put in a handle here. It would be nice to see stock drift lower on lower volume for the next 5 days or so, and then break above this area. Facebook's worth keeping an eye on because Facebook is one of my favorite stocks on a fundamental basis at this point, and it gets a 76% checklist rating. Not ready to buy yet, but it's worth keeping an eye on. And finally, let's talk about AMN Healthcare again. AMN offers permanent and temporary staffing of physicians and nurses to healthcare facilities throughout the United States. I want to take a little bit broader look at AHS. Generally, we look at 6-month charts. Let's look at a year chart. What we're seeing here is a double bottom base, a long double bottom base. It's a second stage base with a pivot point in the 33.98 area. Notice how the stock yesterday challenged that 38.98 area, 33.98 area, and failed. If we were to break above that area on solid volume, AMN might be worth a look. We get a 68% checklist rating, and we've seen a lot of good accumulation volume. It doesn't look like it here, but this is some pretty solid accumulation volume in AMN. AMN is worth consideration by both aggressive and conservative traders. That's about all I have for today. If you want to talk about any of the stocks mentioned today or any of our market strategies, please feel free to give me a call. Drop me an email or make an appointment. Come by the office, see what we're up to. Contact information is on the home page. Please take a minute to go to our subscription page and subscribe to Push Button Stock Trading. You can also follow us on Twitter at PushButtonStock. Again, my name is Cliff Backus. That's your daily video market review. Have a safe and profitable day. Keep your stops in place, and I will see you again tomorrow. Please stay tuned for our important disclaimers. All the best. Disclaimers. Push Button Stock Trading Video Market Review is produced and edited by Clifford B. Backus. Mr. Backus is a Senior Vice President of Investments, Technical Analyst, Portfolio Manager, and Partner with the investment firm of Ohanneson Liqueurs Incorporated. Video Market Review is produced solely for the benefit of our clients, friends, and colleagues. Anything written, stolen, and/or plagiarized in this publication is done without malice. Further, the analysis and opinions expressed in this publication are strictly those of the editor and not of Ohanneson Liqueurs Incorporated, its affiliates, subsidiaries, or any of the officers or employees of Ohanneson Liqueurs, Inc. On that note, we submit the following. The analysis, calculations, and evaluations presented herein are based on data and assumptions Ohannes & LaCours Incorporated believes to be accurate. Ohannes & LaCours Incorporated makes no representation that such analysis or calculations are accurate, or that such valuations represent levels at which actual trades may occur. This report has been prepared from original sources, except where otherwise noted, and data we believe to be reliable. Ohannes & LaCours, Inc., its affiliates and subsidiaries, and/or their officers and employees or their families may from time to time acquire, hold, or sell a position in the securities mentioned herein. Moreover, opinions may differ from one entity to the next. If we are used in connection with the purchase or sale of any security discussed in this report, we may act as principal for our own account or as agent for both the buyer and the seller. Push-button stock trading is dedicated to the education of friends, clients, and paid subscribers. Push-button stock trading is an information service only. The information provided herein is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell stocks of any kind. Push-button stock trading is created to aid subscribers in making informed investment decisions based wholly or in part on technical analysis. It's possible that at this time or some subsequent date, the editors of Push-button stock trading may own, buy, or sell the investments presented. All investors should consult a qualified professional before making any investment. The information provided has been obtained from sources deemed to be reliable, but it is not guaranteed as to the accuracy or completeness. The editors of Push-button stock trading make every effort to provide timely information to subscribers, but cannot guarantee specific delivery times due to factors beyond our control.